Oh my gosh, so I'm clocking in, I'm checking in just to say that the future is like known a little bit. I wanna also say I didn't mean to, but I saw some because I try not to read my comments if I ever get any because I can't afford to like be pulled into like emotional states. I feel weird saying this. Like if everyone in the world was kind and like understanding, what would I say? Uh, like people can hurt your feelings and then you can't function. I'm laughing because it's like if you feel like you're talking to just like people who are kind and understanding, you just say the truth directly without any extra words. And I just laughed at like the directness of like without any like acting to like project coolness or dominance or aloofness. Just like straight up, like I'm traumatized. I don't have confidence when it comes to dealing with people because I'm traumatized by the social experience that I had ever since I'm a child. And I'm making videos because I need to survive and I need to be able to like speak my mind somewhere so that I can breathe. Otherwise, no one knows my mind, not even me. And I'm just like a fucking like tortured prisoner because it's like I have to deal with making money and deal with people and all of their projections and all of their unkind internal experiences when perceiving me, but I don't get to speak or exist. It's like, wait a second. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not a rock. Like if I like in being alive, the world is painful. So like I need at least to break even where it's like if the world is painful, I need to be able to have my like personal identity be healthy and expressed against the world, at least to the degree to which the world is painful to me. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I've been living my whole life with the world being super painful for me and me not being a person at all. It's been such an imbalance. Like, and I don't have people to like. Well, a lot of people have families to like give them emotional backing, but I just don't have that. So like, how does a child who's been trampled by hateful white supremacists find a way to like install the feeling of worthy of existence and participation in reality because she's a person into her subconscious programming and like override all those hundreds of people who told me that I was the N word and that they didn't want me to exist in their country, but that country was the only country that I ever knew because that was where I was born. And then like go and be an immigrant, have your father have demons that he's dealing with, and then he takes it out on you, telling you he wishes you were never born, and then like emotionally and psychologically abuses you and peppers physical abuse. So just to make it really real, so it could always like boil over into that, and then like demand of you that you be a perfect A student, and even when you achieve that after learning English, like after like at the beginning of teenagedom, it's like I learned English and then I did well in like a magnet school that I got into, that I tested into, and that still wasn't good enough for him. Do you know what I mean? And like how do you then like run away from home when you're into 18 from his house because you're like, oh, it's never gonna end. The abuse keeps getting worse, and then you have this mind that's just like, I don't know why I was born, and I'm not gonna kill myself because I just don't have that kind of cultural inheritance. Like the country I was born in, although it was horrible to me, like the culture itself, like it doesn't do suicide. Like people don't fucking people kill themselves, okay? But they don't kill themselves. Like the culture is like we just continue. Like there's no such thing as like offing yourself. What the fuck? You just you you punch life in the face. Like that's the vibe. And so like in my subconscious, like there's no concept of quitting or like escaping. Not quitting, but like escaping. There's no escape. You just the it. And so I just stayed alive, like working restaurant jobs and like cafes with like this consciousness, a psychology of such. Like I was not a person. Like I was just a shadow. I was like a ghost of like an embryo that never happened or something. Like I was like, like try to explain that to people. People don't care. They see me and like I had got some comments that were like, "Oh, you're so pretty." Like there were like two of them that like were notified to me, and I was like, "What's happening?" Like I got two comments in a row talking about how pretty I am, and I'm just like, "What?" And then I read one comment. I don't know. I got sucked into it. I'm really grateful to the man. I think it's a man. Might not be a man. To the person who like wrote it. It was like a long ass thing, and I was like, "Wow, I met a nice person." Like I'm so glad. There's another comment I read that like was from like a nice person, and I was like, "This is so nice." Like I really enjoy. I don't speak like that. I heard someone talk like that yesterday, so I'm just like, I don't use the phrase I really enjoy. Like that's not me. That just sounds really like weird to me. Okay. I'm blown away by the words written to me from people I don't know, and they may both be men, like who like are not, like really genuinely like decent people, and I'm like, man, like the person who wrote this, they're like a genuinely like human, like deeply like human, like not shallow. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't mean like it's hard to explain. Like some people feel like they're kind of like shallow and kind of like robots. Anything they say kind of feels like some kind of regurgitation of like stock phrases that anybody could say, and they just kind of feel like, I guess, like NPCs is how people might describe it. Like that's like a thing that people say nowadays. And some people feel like they're like human, like their mind is like this is like a genuine human mind, because human mind, when it's like really like on in there, it's like the person sounds like I don't know how to explain it, like a complex, incomprehensible human consciousness, and it's just so mind-blowing to like recognize that the person who wrote that comment like had that kind of consciousness, and they took the time to like, first of all, they watched my shit. Like, guys, don't watch my shit. I just say shit to like get my mind to like not blow up. Like, I'm like, don't watch my videos. What the I only keep the comments open so that there's a sense of like, um if I don't leave the comments open, then like I'll feel like I'm choking inside of an isolation bunker while screaming into the void. But the void is the universe and the world, and the world can't hear me. I can't have the comments off. Like they have to be on just so that there's like a feeling of like osmosis possible. Okay, but I don't do anything to my videos to make them be like watchable, or like I don't do anything to be like SEOs, like like make this be searchable. Like I don't do nothing, and like I'm scared of like and so like to get like yeah. So I read this one person's comment, and they were talking about how pretty they thought I was, and I was just like, wow, that's incredible. Like that's because I don't. And it made me think like, oh, like people perceive me and they have thoughts about me that are different than the thoughts that are running through my mind. If you can like imagine like the kind of like automatic thought tracks that are going off in my mind because of all the like years of emotional abuse that I got from like my father, and like society stuff, like just like a on a just from a place of like taking stock of it, not to be like emotional about it or to be like I'm in pain. I just mean like literally like my brain, because it heard what it heard, it just has all this stuff running through it all the time in the background. That's called like trauma. But it's like there's like a freaking like you know there's just like a like all those um I guess they're messages, all those things that were sent to me, they're just like in there. And they don't color, they create a filter through which I perceive myself, and that filter is kind of like it's not even so much that I walk around thinking I'm worthless. It's like I just walk around thinking I'm nothing. Does that make sense? And like I get it. Like I do my makeup. Like I'm not like blind, but I'm like, oh, when I'm by myself watching my face, like and like doing my makeup, I'm like, oh, cool. I'm glad that I don't think I'm ugly anymore. Because of course I thought I was ugly. Like if you're called the N word since you're 6 years old, like until like 12, like you're gonna like all everything that's bad and terrible and ugly is packaged into that word, because the way that people say that word, it means like when the people say it to you, they try to like kill you when they say it. Like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to like kill your spirit. And so obviously, like if people relate to me with that energy, like putting the word aside for a second, you know like yes, it's that word, but it's not the word so much as the like murderous energy the person is trying their hardest to throw at you. It's that experience, that relationship that I want like to like throw out of my body. That relationship from the outside world, from society around you, from all society around you, because they all have that attitude because of a simple thing called our skin is light and white and your skin is brown and tan, and our hair is straight and your hair is curly, and like maybe we can notice that your nose is slightly different, and then that's it. I'm like, what else is different? Like that's all there is. It's just three fucking features, maybe even like two and a half. All of a sudden it's like, did I do something to you? No. Am I a terrible kid? No. Like I'm actually really nice. I'm actually like a good student. Like I'm well behaved. I don't cause any trouble. So like why do you treat me like I'm, oh, here emotions. Like, why do you treat me like why do you treat me like I should be killed? Like, why do you treat me like I should be stomped out of existence? Why do you hate me so much? Like, why do you, and like the ones who don't hate you, who like laugh at you, like, I don't know which one is worse. You know what I mean? I think that when they laugh at you, it's worse because you just feel like you have nothing to say. Like you can't do anything. Like you're a child. You were just freshly created into a world, and you're like a fresh consciousness, and you're like everyone's just laughing at me all the time. Like I'm just laughed at all the time, and I'm like I don't know what to do. And it just you instantly have to become awkward. You have to become the most awkward person in the fucking universe, and I still am, but it kills me. So anytime now, I remember I came to the States and people started telling me I was pretty, and I was like, why are they so mean? Like, I know I'm ugly. Like, don't tell me I'm pretty. Like, fuck. But my face hasn't changed my whole life, so it was just like I didn't have like I was an ugly kid, but I grew up to be this. Like, no, I look the same. Like, if you saw a picture of me when I'm like 7 or 8, I basically looked like this. My face is the same. There haven't been any major changes to my face since I'm a child, and so at first I thought people were just being like especially cruel in the States saying that to me, and then like after a while, after a few months, people kept being like, "Oh, you're pretty," and I'm like, I one day I looked in the mirror when I was like in the States, like living there, and I looked in the mirror and I was like I had like an actual like filter, or like not a filter, but like a picture change in my head. I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, "Oh, I see it now. I'm not ugly." Shit. I think I'm partially processing today, and I had a shift today that I picked up at like I guess it's comparable to like a Sephora, like a store that like sells the kinds of products that Sephora sells, okay? But it's like in a different country, so it's not Sephora. And like it's that vibe, it's that caliber, it's that like really the best products and everything else like that. And like, I go in there and people look at me and I can tell they think I'm like, like whatever, like, oh, you're pretty, and I'm like, but I'm in there and I'm like, I'm so awkward. Like I know that I want to walking around and look awkward. I catch myself in the mirror, I move awkward.